Hello and welcome back. Today is day one of the first edition of the Oktave Higher Week. Yesterday we had our Oktaves launch where we talked about what is octaves, why octaves, the piano system or analogy, the Octave Higher Week, the theme we chose for this first edition, and of course, challenge and giveaways. So you can put that in the chat or the comment below if you managed to guess today's topic. And I hope you managed to complete the challenge. The challenge was share with a friend. Share the link of the event with a friend. The link is right here. The link is right here, and I hope you shared with a friend. And actually, there's one person that guessed today's topic. Without any holdups, I will reveal it. The topic of today is C for creation. So Rui, you guessed it, and I was just like, I was surprised that you guessed it so quickly. And some of you probably knew that because I did send an email with the topic. And we will go forward with the introduction of the topic today. And what is creation is what we're gonna start with. So creation, according to the dictionary, is the action or process of bringing something into existence. So just again, it's the action or process of bringing something into existence. We are all here because we were created. We're all here because some actions caused us to exist. Some actions caused octaves to exist. And these actions happen because I worked on several processes to make them happen. But who am I really? I've been talking and you know I'm the founder and all that, but you don't know anything about me. So who am I really? Let me introduce myself. My name is Yara. I am the founder of Oktaves. And I'm an insane nerd, a musician, a developer, a designer, a videographer, a photographer, and an author. I always keep forgetting to put that. And actually, my real name is Jack, and my surname is of all trades. All jokes aside, besides being 20 years in music, I actually studied multimedia communication, where I had to learn a multitude of topics and be good at them. I also studied visual communication, software development, and business development. And yeah, there's a name for people who are like this. Sorry, and I believe it is called being a polymath, someone who has a multitude of knowledge. So, and today, with all this learnings that have been following me, I am one of the highest paid individual in tech in the country. But it wasn't easy to reach here. Even though I have all this knowledge, it wasn't easy to reach here. I used to clean toilets in restaurants and get horrible treatment from some of my peers and some restaurant owners. And I had a choice to make. Continue in the service business and earn minimum wage and live on the verge of becoming homeless, or do what my heart desires. So, clean toilets forever or follow my heart. And my heart at the time was design, especially UX design or user experience design. I quit the service business without any backup plan. Using my knowledge in visual communication, I applied to all tech companies in Iceland, and only one accepted my application, and that was after 4 months of no income. All my savings from overworking in the service industry was coming to an end. My last month, and one door opened. I did my absolute best I learned everything, anything and everything from that position. And the position was senior designer. And I learned everything that I needed for that position. And of course, it wasn't easy, but I had a system in place to move me from one challenge at a time to another. And in less than a year, I became head of design of that company. And I got a bump in salary when I moved to the mother company. I was actually headhunted from the mother company. And I was still head of design of the mother company towards all the mini companies. Things changed. They let me go. And I found another passion, software development. With software development, I had a little bit of advantage. I worked in the field in Mozambique before, and I was introduced to code at the age of 4. So, a lot of advantage. And in Iceland, I never worked professionally with software development. So I had nothing to prove or nothing to show to the companies that I was applying to. And a lot of things were different here compared to Mozambique. So I had another set of challenges and opportunities to get sharp and nail for my next positions. And in less than a year, I applied, I got some opportunities. I went from front-end developer to lead developer at national and global scale. And I worked in senior positions ever since, always getting sharper and sharper, expanding my knowledge. And once I did a presentation on national television for Mozambican people, and it was around, the population of Mozambique is 31 million people, so it was at the peak of the television time. So luckily I managed to share my knowledge to this amount of people, 31 million. And in music, it's actually quite, kind of a funny story. When I started playing, no one wanted to have me in a band because I was a girl. I don't know. And I almost gave up. It wasn't until they saw me play, the band members saw me play, and they dropped their misconceptions about having a girl in a band. And this was a metal band. And you know, up to today, not a lot of girls are in metal bands or playing lead instruments in metal bands. So from that point on, when they let me join the band, I sharpened my skills. And I used that to play in many different bands, learning many different genres. Of course, my passion is metal, it will always be metal, but with that knowledge, I managed to perform to 8,000 people with one of my bands. I got 30% more of what we asked for in a crowdfunding campaign. We got nominated for music awards, and we performed with many award winners. And I performed with many award winners as well, both on television here in Iceland and in Mozambique. All of that happened because I brought into existence actions, systems, and processes, because they helped me reach where I am today. Without those, I wouldn't be here. And I know that if a lot of people develop a good system or set of processes, they can flourish. And they can flourish without burning out. Because having these in place is extremely important and will help you reach your true potential. Now that you know a little bit about me, how does creation help you achieve digital success? We know that the music digital landscape is completely crowded, and we have entered the attention economy. And if you don't create, you're basically a spectator. And if you're a musician, you don't want to be a spectator. You don't want to just be sitting down and watching others flourish. So you have to have your creations, your music out there. And if you have that, you can connect with people on a deeper, authentic, and meaningful level. And have connections that foster a true and loyal fan base. If you already play your instrument, for example, and you're good at it, make some videos of how-tos. Sell and promote some tabs. Do some courses. If you're an absolute beginner, share your process of learning. Talk about your musical journey and your difficulties. You will be surprised by how many people out there are willing to help, especially when you share your difficulties. It's extremely important that you don't go out there and just post stuff. Learn how to craft a good story. Learn how to craft a good behind-the-scenes video, for example, and how to captivate your ideal audience. I think the most important thing is the story and how your story will captivate your ideal audience. And remember, this is a long game. Because getting insane amounts of followers real quick, using like schemes and hacks and just paying $10 or whatever, only serves as a dopamine effect for you, not for your audience. People who are there to support you don't care about how many followers you have. Don't care if you're not this famous celebrity. If they're there as your follower or fan, they're there because they care about you. There are people who make a living, for example, with less than 1,000 followers. And that is because the followers they have are true supporters. They're true fans. And they want to see this person flourish. So, because this is a launch event, I'll keep today's topic really short. As a recap, get sharp at the act of creating music and documenting your progress. Because doing this allows you to connect not only with your audience on a deeper level, but with collaborators, with people who have been at it for a while, and to expand your network and reach even newer and wider audiences. Creation is a powerful tool for modern musicians, and by bringing your artistic vision into existence in a meaningful way, you pave the way for digital success. And to finish the video, of course, I have to bring one more thing into existence, and that is the challenge for today. And the challenge for today is tag us on a post or a story. And I'm really curious to see what you're up to. I'll be following you around if you do that. And thank you for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.